In a world filled with complexities, finding happiness can seem like an impossible task. But what if the path to joy is simpler than we assume? Join us as we embark on a journey uncovering the everyday joys that make life meaningful. Through stories and experiences, we'll learn that happiness isn't about the grand gestures, but about finding meaning and fulfillment in the small, everyday pleasures. Asking questions like, what is happiness to you? And how does that make you feel? Welcome to the Happiness Project.
Hi Jaden. Hi Josie. Hi Raph.
Hey.
Hi Rama.
Hi John.
Hey.
Again.
Hi.
Hi Haylie.
Hi, Haylie.
Hi Haylie.
What do you believe are some very common misconceptions about happiness?
I guess that it's hard to find.
I don't think it's hard to find it.
You need someone else to find it?
I always thought it was gonna be like, once I get this, I'll be happy. And once I do this, I'll be happy.
In order to be happy, you have to be positive, spread that, have a smile on your face all the time, when really happiness can be in so many different forms.
I think a lot of people think that having a bad day or just overall having a bad week equals I'm not happy, I'm not okay.
I hate when people rely their happiness on another person. That's not really smart. I know I mentioned when I'm surrounded with people who I know care about me, it makes me happy. Mm-hmm. But I don't depend my happiness on whether or not those people accept me. If they don't, I'll move on. But I'm not gonna try to stay and hope that one day I'll feel something towards the group of people.
I feel like a lot of people our age find happiness in short bursts through being online and social media and stuff like that. And I think that happiness can be found anywhere.
I hadn't had any experience with girls at all, mm-hmm. So I just jumped into a relationship. I was like, this will make me happy. Mm-hmm. I was so miserable.
I feel like to find true happiness, you have to be happy with yourself. You can't just find that with someone else. That's something I've had to learn the hard way.
What is happiness to you?
That's probably the hardest question.
Probably the people in my life, my sister, my parents, my brother, my dog.
Anytime I'm with my family, anytime I'm with my friends, anytime I'm on the softball field.
It's like a warm feeling.
Basically, people I love.
I feel like happiness is something I always want to have in my life. I always want to be a happy person. I always want to, just carry myself in a positive way.
It's something you look forward to feeling again.
I guess I would just compare it to peace. If I just feel like I can relax, then I'm happy.
COVID was a pretty tough time for me. I became depressed, I never got up out of bed, and my anxiety got 50 times worse. But at the same time, COVID was also something that resulted with some of the most positive things. It forced me to be more outgoing, making me focus on not just the big picture, but the tiny steps that I took to get there. It reopened opportunities for passion, fueling my love for dance, as well as helping me figure out how much I love helping people. This growth reassuring me that at the end of the day, everything would be all right, and that no matter what the world was going through, I always had myself and the people around me.
How has your happiness increased or decreased since your past interview?
I think it's increased.
I would say it's increased.
I would definitely say it increased.
I figured a lot of things out. I figured who I actually wanted to be around, and figured out what I wanted to do.
There's a lot of uncertainty about where you'll be next year or where I was going to be now. And I think a lot of the questions I had last year are now answered.
Just growing up in general, I've kind of had a lot of growth since then, I would say.
And I know what I'm going to be doing after high school.
Once I figured out that I can only control what I can, then the world just seemed a lot more simpler.
Do you believe that happiness lasts or that it's fleeting?
Definitely, I think it's fleeting. I feel in different stages of your life. Everyone's different.
I think if you surround yourself with happy people and positive things, I think it's lasting.
I do believe that in some circumstances, happiness is fleeting. There are some instances where you can put yourself in a situation where you think you are happy and you want to cling to that happiness, but that happiness doesn't last. and it sometimes turns into sorrow, anger.
I wouldn't say you have to chase it, but you can't get it once and then expect it to always be happening.
But I think if you like continue to do things that aren't benefiting you, I think it definitely is fleeting.
For me, I feel like happiness will be more apparent after graduation, if that makes sense.
For happiness to stay, you also have to change with how it changes. So I would say it's a little bit in the middle. Yeah.
If you, again, surround yourself with people who you can trust, who you can truly love, and who truly care about you, and I feel like that happiness can truly last.
Do you think happiness is something that comes from within or something that has external factors?
It definitely has external factors, I would say.
I think there's both.
Happiness has to come from within.
It's definitely external factors.
How are you going to be able to be happy when you're not happy with yourself?
I don't believe you can be happy without other like human interaction. And COVID, I feel like, proved that.
I feel like if it's from within, you can't like the situation. Let's say you're being evicted. There's no way you can try to stay happy in that moment.
I thought playing video games all day was my happiness, and then I was given it on a golden platter, and I hated it. So
I feel like you can keep your happiness, like how you preserve it can be from within, if that makes sense. Like if you're in a situation where you're like, you have great friends, you know, you're doing really well in school, I feel like you can work to keep that, you know, happiness. If that's what makes you happy, being with those people who genuinely care about you and you knowing that you're trying your best in school, I feel like if you work to keep it, you can keep it.
True happiness with yourself is the first step to find real happiness in your life.
The only way you can feel happiness is by like helping yourself and believing in yourself and like gaining access, but like letting yourself gain access to like things that make you happy.
you definitely need to want it as well. You can't be down in the dumps, and you can't just like be staying in, like if you're unhappy, you have to change something. You can't just stay there.
It's always self-doubt, it's always self-hatred that causes us to do the worst kind of things, to just lash out.
But I think externally there's a lot, like your friends, your family, hobbies, like money.
I also think it can come from other people.
Yeah.
And they can definitely affect your path positively and negatively, but that's necessary for change and for happiness.
And how do you achieve happiness?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the hardest one.
Achieve happiness by, I guess, talking over it with myself, trying to figure out what are the things that I have to let go of, what are the things I shouldn't stress over, and what should be my main goals, and what should I surround myself with.
I definitely feel like happiness can happen to you randomly. Like, I've never experienced something like that before.
Definitely being around my sister a lot, or like this at all times. Or work. I like the people I work with a lot. And welding. It's a big hobby of mine now. So yeah.
I need to know that I'm helping someone.
Yeah.
I guess that I would say that's like a big part of my personal happiness. Over time, I need it to heal for me to finally like feel better.
I won't feel happiness in the moment, but I know that later on I can look forward to being happy again when I'm doing the things that I like doing.
And when I have those goals set in mind and I know what to do, I go out and I do what makes me happy with things I enjoy doing, and I go out with people that I love and care about me. So I hang out with friends, my family, and I just enjoy the moment.
And lastly, what are you most excited for in the future?
I'm most excited. I don't know. I try not to think about the future. It freaks me out a bit.
Girl, I cannot wait to graduate. I'm getting up out of here. Oh my God, I cannot wait to graduate.
Definitely SpongeBob the Musical over in Souderton. should definitely come watch.
I think I'm most excited to like really like be at peace, like really like be in my element and just like really not have a care in the world.
To see what my version of success looks like.
I guess more independence.
Be a leader, and this kind of comes personal to you because for what like Brandon has done to me, I want to be that for someone like so bad, and so I'm so scared of the future for losing you guys, but I'm excited to be you guys and guide other people, and it's like that's just what I want to do.
I'm going to Mexico again this summer, so I'm excited to see my family again. I love them, and yeah, that's for right now.
I love the memories, and like definitely I think the most thing I'm gonna be sad about will be like leaving DECA, because I really love DECA.
Being able to do things on my own, and meeting new people.
This is I want to say like this year is my rebuilding year, and then like next year and from there on out, like we just hope to only go up from there. So yeah, I just want to be in my like ultimate era, like a good element of me.
In our journey towards happiness, one thing is certain. The importance of human connections and gratitude truly shines through. As I finish up editing this documentary and my senior year as a whole, I want to leave with a message. Never forget what true, genuine happiness means and feels like. Involve yourself with everyday life and human connections. Tell someone random how pretty they look. Ask your crush out. Eat that chocolate cake. Send a random thank you text. Buy those expensive shoes. Just go with the flow and enjoy every second of it.